The Bucks and Rams have met 25 times in the regular season, as well as three in the postseason. And the biggest rivalry really came about around the time of the millennium, and it went back to the 1999 NFC title game, the greatest show on turf against the amazing Buccaneer defense. Now, of course, it was a combination of Ricky Prohl and Bert Emanuel that put an end to the chances of the Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl. But ABC Television decided they wanted the rematch on Monday night in 2000, and it turned out to not just be one of the greatest games the Buccaneers have ever played, but one of the greatest ever seen in the NFL.
Of the third quarter with Sean King on 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. With a swing toss out to Dunn. And Dunn, wow, takes it inside the 20, stays in bounds and goes all the way for a touchdown. Again, they blitz, they swing it out, and this time Dunn on a play similar, and then he laterals it back to King, and King, are you kidding me? Is going to get the first down and get it to the 50-yard line, and then he's whacked out of bounds, and flags come in all over the place. Second down and goal, inside the 2. Toss to Dunn. Oh, he's in. Touchdown.
Oh, this is amazing.
The first time the Bucks and the Rams met in Tampa was in September 1979. It was the game that led to Sports Illustrated putting the Bucks on the cover with the famous headline, "Unbeaten, Untied, Unbelievable." Now, this was a game we featured on the first BuckPower.com podcast when Dennis Crawford and I were joined by running back tough Tony Davis to reminisce about this great encounter.
Morris Owens in a slot left inside Larry Mucker. Williams getting some heat, throwing Mucker, touchdown!
Williams showed the power and strength of his arm right there.
Johnny Davis, a blocking back, is in there and staying in to block. And Williams going for the end zone. He's got Giles, the tight end for the touchdown.
Yes, that was the late, great Vin Scully on the call. He did 3 Buccaneer games in his time for CBS. The Bucks would win that game 21-6. And of course, they would meet again in the NFC Championship game, the Rams coming out winners 9-0 when Doug Williams went out injured. Now, once again, there was a rematch the following year, and it was ABC bringing the Monday night crew to Tampa on a Thursday night. They put together a special broadcast in week 2, and Doug Williams took the Buccaneers on his back to victory.
He's clutching, you gotta read it. Williams, Jack Youngblood misses. And Williams is inside, close to the goal line. What? Failing to get in.
You talk about second effort. What a play by Williams.
We told you he was strong, and he just willed himself down to the 1-inch line. First and goal.
He made it. You knew it. He did it.
He did it.
He did it. You knew it would be a quarterback sneak.
1992 saw a really heartbreaking loss as the Bucks led 27-3 at half-time on a Sunday night televised game before they gave up 4 second-half touchdowns to lose. TJ Armstrong had an 81-yard scoring reception from Vinny Testaverde, and you can actually blame me for this loss because I woke up at 2:30 in the morning to listen to the game on Armed Forces Radio. I only caught the second half. Have you ever heard of Charles Wilson? Not surprising if you haven't, because he did not do that much in his 2-year Buccaneer career, but he had one memorable game against the Rams in 1994. 4 catches for 176 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, the Bucks parlayed this great performance in a trade with the Jets the following August for a 4th-round draft pick that became offensive line starter Jason Oden. The Bucks and the Rams would meet on 3 straight Monday night encounters as ABC tried to really push the rivalry. The 2002 game, that lived up to the billing, and it saw Derek Brooks score an interception return right at the end, with Warren Sapp completely destroying Kurt Warner on the return.
3rd down and 7 from the 34-yard line. Warner throws, intercepted, and this is going to wrap it up. It is Brooks, 2 weeks in a row. An interception for a touchdown.
2015 was a disgusting colour rush game. when the Bucks were all red and the Rams were all yellow, a game I described as the Condiment Bowl. I am not showing any highlights of that game as I've tried so hard to expunge all memories of it. But the Bucks did play the Rams in 2019, a game that turned out to be the highest scoring in Buccaneer history. And Ndamukong Suh got the winning score, and the Bucks went over 50 points for the first time in their history.
Blitz. Ball's out. Buccaneers are going to win this game. And Ndamukong Suh, a former Ram, is in the end zone to seal it for Tampa Bay.
The Bucks lost twice to the Rams last season, a Week 3 game, and then, of course, in the playoffs when Matt Gay kicked the winning field goal after the Bucks had roared back from a 27-3 deficit. Even I really thought when Leonard Fournette scored that the most amazing comeback in playoff history was on the cards. We'll not count that Houston-Buffalo game at this point. This is a Bucks podcast. So basically, this weekend, the Bucks owe the Rams. They've beaten us all too many times in big games. And you can look back at all the previous encounters between the two teams, as well as everything else to do with the history of the Buccaneers on buckpower.com. Every player, every game, everything Bucks.